Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Happy 4th of July. So I'm getting, bear with me, getting TikTok set up over here so we can all be good to go. So 7 a.m. on 4th of July. I'd love to hear your plans, what you have going on. So big day, 4th of July in the United States. So if you're listening from anywhere else, I'd love to hear where you're listening from or joining me from. If you're catching the replay, that's awesome as well. Drop replay in the comments. Sorry, my voice is a little scratchy this morning. I've got a little bit of a cold coming on, so I'm chasing down the emergency, which I think I said I was doing yesterday as well. So want to make sure that I can enjoy my day. So I appreciate you guys being here this morning. We're going to talk all about the roadmap to time freedom. On Freedom Day, I figured that was like the best topic to talk about. So drop in the comments, even if you're watching the replay, what does freedom mean to you? I'd love to hear that. What if you had all the freedom in the world in your life? What would that look like to you? What would that look like? I want to hear someone drop in the comments. I'd love to hear what freedom means to you. And then I'll share what freedom means to me. And I know a lot of you are going to catch the replay because it's a holiday and maybe you're sleeping in. But I was awake, I think at 5:30 this morning. So anybody want to share what freedom means to them? Come on, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Okay, what freedom means to me is being able to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, and with whom I want to do it. So all those things. And a lot of us right now don't have the time freedom because we're either, strapped to a 9-to-5 job, we're financially strapped, we're a corporate slave. So that time freedom is very elusive. And then, as I don't know about you guys, but time just seems to be flying by. I'm 57. I have no idea how I got here. I still think I'm in my 30s, but I'm like, nope, my kids are, my boys are 35 and 36. So there's no way I can be in my 30s. So I want that time freedom. And I don't have it exactly where I want it yet. And I use that word because I want to be transparent. So, I have a day job and I love my day job. And so that is fantastic for those of you who love your day job. But wouldn't it be amazing if you could still create some time freedom around that? Because when we're creating time freedom, guys, for most of us, maybe you're in a really great situation, but most of us are going to have to make some sacrifices in the beginning to create that time freedom. Because unfortunately, I don't have any magical fairy dust that I can sprinkle on all of us that creates that time freedom, automatically puts the abundance in your bank so you can go do what you want to do. But what if you could create that time freedom by, following a roadmap to success, 2 hours every day and 90 days, 60 days, 6 months, a year. I mean, what if it took you a year to create that time freedom? Would that be a waste of a year? I mean, most of us work in the corporate world 40, 50, 60 years, and we're okay with that, right? So we have patience for that because we know exactly what we're getting every day. We know we're going to get a paycheck. So we tolerate that. But I personally, not sure that we were meant to just be, put in this box of a 8-to-5 or 9-to-5 job. And I think a lot of people woke up to that over the last 3 or 4 years and realized there are other ways to create that freedom that we're all looking for, that we can live out our purpose and do the things that we're really meant to do those things that we're called to do. I don't want any of you guys that are joining me live or on the replay to have a regret tomorrow or a regret 6 months because you're still in the same place that you were, next 4th of July. I want you to be like, oh man, I am so glad that I took action and listened to that Leanne girl and joined the community that's having so much success. So bear with me, stick with me, because this is all about, I want you to know who I am. I want you to start kind of getting a feel for what our community will look like, what the process would look like, because I have attempted for time freedom and lots of freedom and tried lots of things over the years. Oh my gosh. I mean, lots of crazy things. And a lot of them were junk and crap. And I've done MLM, I've done network marketing, done all those things. But I never had the roadmap. The roadmap that they gave me was a big fat lie. They gave me a big fat lie roadmap that make that list, make that list. So, I have a true roadmap now that and I know exactly what I need to do for those 2 hours a day to create that freedom that I'm wanting for myself. And I recognize that, what you're wanting is totally different than what I'm wanting. So that's okay. I like impacting lives. That's what I get to do in my day job. I'm a health coach and I get to impact lives. And I love that because every day I want to live out my true purpose. And this is just another opportunity, this is an amazing opportunity to impact lives. We've impacted, I think there's like probably 27,000 people in our community at this point. So, and we have created in the last 90 days 12 million, 12 million, 12 million in our pockets, the people that have decided to take a chance on themselves and follow the roadmap to freedom. Okay. Now the catch is you got to do some work, right? You got to do some work. So anybody be going to be brave yet and tell me where they're from or what freedom means to them? Come on. Some participation. It's more fun when we participate with each other, right? Come on, you got this. David, anybody, Leslie, anybody want to drop what freedom means to them? If not, that's okay. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. So, today, just a kind of an FYI, some fun trivia for you. Americans are going to spend $950 million on fireworks and food. So, hey, from Kansas, yay. Perfect. That's where I'm at. And the creator of this amazing program that we get to work with is from Kansas as well. So I think that's very cool. $950 million are going to be spent on fireworks and food today. Is that going to have any return on your investment? Now you're going to create memories, which I love. There's going to be some great family time, having that time with, creating those memories, hopefully not blowing off any fingers or anything. Fireworks kind of scare me because they always go crazy and hit somebody. But what if, because I've heard of people spending thousands of dollars on fireworks. Our top product that I'm going to talk a little bit about today is $900. And we have a $600, we have a $300, we have a $100. I went all in with the $900 product and I'm already in profit, which is amazing. I've been in this community for about 3 weeks taking action. So I signed up and then I had a lot of stuff going on. So it doesn't matter if it takes you a year to be successful, but I'm in profit and that's unheard of in a business, in less than 3 weeks. I'm super excited about that. But we have to be willing to invest in ourselves and take a chance on ourselves. And in the scheme of things, unless you can't put food on your table, most of us can come up with $900 to start creating that dream life, start creating those things that mean freedom to you. Like Teresa says, having time with her family, that's fantastic. I mean, to me, that's one of the most important things. I want to spend time with my grandkids. I want to spend time with my husband and my adult sons. I want to spend time in my community doing the things that I love. Those of you who know me, I'm an urban farmer for a nonprofit, ICT Farms, and I love to get out in the dirt and work the ground and get that food out into the community because we're trying to eliminate food deserts. So I want to have more time to be out there in the dirt. I mean, I love it. And we have lots of big projects. So I need to be out there as much as possible. All right. Yay, I'm getting some interaction here. Okay, so we're going to invest in ourselves today. Is that good? We're going to invest in ourselves because what gets in most of our way of a roadmap to any kind of freedom is our stinking thinking. So we have to eliminate those beliefs that aren't healthy for us. And that's one of the things that I really love about when you step into this program, this opportunity, you have live interactive mentoring. This is not a program that you purchase and then it's static, right? It is not static. I have bought, what do I mean by static? It means that they created the content maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. I buy it, it's already outdated. And how many of you guys have purchased something and it sat on the shelf and you did nothing with it? So that's our stinking thinking that gets in the way. But this is live interactive. So when YouTube or Facebook or TikTok changes their ways, or by collecting all this data, we realize that we need to take course correct, or you're getting in your own way, you have live interactive mentoring every single week. You have step-by-step instructions of how to be successful. All you have to do is plug in and follow directions, which I don't know, seems kind of hard for a lot of people. Laura, yeah, I think you're talking about the garden. So I think that's what you're talking about. I love that. So we have everything we need bundled right in a package for you, just on a silver platter. When you decide, when you make that powerful decision to step in and take a chance on yourself, and you can, head over to gobigwithleanne.com, put your email address in there, and start getting all the information about, because I'm not going to go into all the details, because the details don't really matter. And if you're stuck on the details, then you're maybe not ready for this, because I promise you, it's a proven system. $12 million created in the last 90 days. It works, and it's working for me as well. So I know personally, and we have a whole section in our community that you get part of the community for. That's part of when you purchase. It's there. There's no reoccurring bills. It's a one-time investment in yourself. You get a pre-built website for $29 one-time cost. Everything you need is right here. So what if next 4th of July, you could take your family to the lake and rent a really nice cabin, or whatever you like to do. Or if you love fireworks, you could spend $5,000 on fireworks if you wanted to, because your bank account wasn't making your decisions for you. It wasn't limiting what you want to do for yourself and your family. You didn't have to check, oh my gosh, do I have enough? I've been there. I was a single mom raising my boys, and I've been there. I've been in that position where I had to check my bank for every single thing, and I don't ever want to go back there again. I've always kind of managed to be somewhat middle class, but not always. and now I think you guys would agree that with the inflation and everything, most of us are going to need to create something for yourselves, because there isn't really any security out there. So security, job security, that's a farce. You're here in Wichita, Spirit or Boeing or whatever they're called now, just laid off 300 people. So 300 people were impacted and maybe didn't have a roadmap to start to going forward with their life in a new and different way, and have a plan for themselves. So I don't want that to be you. I want you guys to have a roadmap to time freedom. So, roadmap to time freedom, 2-hour workday. How's that sound, you guys? If you knew what to do for 2 hours a day, would that be exciting? That if you could commit to 2 hours a day, and then you could go about your day, and cha-ching, you hear daily pay, 100% commissions. It all comes back to you. It all comes back to you. Okay. And we're not chasing our friends and family. Customers are coming to us. Okay. So how would that change your life? Anybody want to share how that would change your life if you could work 2 hours a day? And that could be at midnight to 2 a.m. It could be 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. It could be in the middle, whenever it works for you. So you have that freedom to do what you want to do with your life. We're all here with a purpose. Would you guys agree? We all have a bigger purpose in life. And I don't know, I've always kind of struggled with that, because really, I believe that I just am that person that, with my smile, and my goal every single day is to give hope to someone. My life is, I have an adult son that has some mental health issues, which makes my life very, very challenging. He lives in my household. So I'm about 17 years ago when that happened, I made a decision that I was going to practice gratitude, and I was going to stay in a state of mind that served not only myself, but served others. So I wake up every day with that in my heart, that I want to serve others. I want to give that hope to others. I want people to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, that we can create that time freedom. And even if you're, stuck in a position right now that you absolutely hate, if you don't do anything, will you still be there in 90 days? Yes. So now is your time to make a new and different decision for yourself and jump on the success train. Jump on that roadmap. Take a chance on yourself. I mean, guys, like I said, if you have food on the table and you can pay your bills, $900 isn't going to make or break you. Invest it. We've blown a lot more money. Most people spend more of that on eating out in a month or on a new TV, new couch. People spend $3,000 or $4,000 on new couches. Okay, nothing wrong with that. We can have nice stuff. But yeah, Teresa, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it? 2 hours a day. Okay, so what do you do in that 2 hours? Well, we're not going to chase anybody. Good news. We're not going to chase anybody. We're not going to do cheesy DMs. We're not doing any of that stuff that I've done for, 20 years. So kind of dabbled in it. I've had some success, but I tell you what, I've learned a lot about myself and I've put a lot of tools in my toolbox. So from my perspective, this program that I jumped into about 3 weeks ago, even if I hadn't made a dime, I have received so much value from it. It's unbelievable. And I promise you, at 57, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Maybe my 27-year-old self would have like fabricated and expanded on the story, but my 57-year-old self is going to be totally, totally transparent with you. This is the best system I've ever seen because everything you need to be successful is there. When I talk about live interactive mentoring, our mentor, I mean, the good news is you have like 27,000 people in the community that if you have a question, they're going to help you. We're lifting everybody up. We're supporting each other. And wow, that doesn't happen in our world. There's a lot of competition and people knocking each other down, pushing them away for them to have their success. This community is all about lifting everybody up. But our mentor, the main lady, Michelle, spent 4 hours on a Zoom with us on Monday night. She had about an hour of content for us and 3 hours of answering questions. That is unheard of in this industry. And she didn't make a dime from that 4-hour training. Okay. Well, because if someone joins me in this program, I get 100% of the profit. So she has a heart of gold and the patience of a saint. That's all I can say. So we're going to, your email list is your freedom machine. Your freedom machine. So has anybody been told to build an email list? Yep. I've been encouraged to do that for many years because there's gold in your email list, right? Because if TikTok goes down or whatever platform you're on, then you have emails that you've collected that people have come to you because they know, like, and trust you. They trusted you enough because they liked whatever you were talking about. They put their email into mygobigwithleanne.com, and then I get to automate the system. And things are automatically going out to them. So what I love is because this system works for me when I'm sleeping, when I'm at my day job that I do really love. It works for me when I'm out playing with my grandkids. All the time, the system is working for me once I get it up and running. So we're going to have, you're going to have a capture page. You guys know what a capture page is? Most of you have probably seen one, but so you get to pick the picture. We step-by-step training of how to set this up. So you're gonna have a capture page, and your capture page is going to take them to a thank you page with a video, just explaining more to them. So you don't have to be the person with all the information. That's all that work's done for you. So that's amazing. And people are going to, the people that join your capture page are going to have things kind of dripped on them to give them more information that they need. So we don't have to, know every single little detail. We don't have to be, on the phone following up with people. Our system, our automated system is doing that for us. And what I love is that, every week we have live webinars that we can invite people to join as well, so they can learn more and have an opportunity to ask our Michelle, the head mentor, questions at the end of that. So it's super amazing. And so well, a little bit about, I'm going to get back to the roadmap to the time freedom machine. So I want to make sure you know what you're going to do in that 2 hours. You're going to create content. And if you don't want to be on video with your face like myself, we're going to teach you faceless marketing if you want. So you don't have to go live. You don't have to do all this. You can do it just behind the scenes. Going to teach you how to copy and paste ads. So if you're a true introvert, that's a great process that you can spend about 30 minutes a day on. That's totally free. Guys, there's no, you're not paying for marketing. You're not paying for ads. None of that. This is all organic. You getting yourself out there, building your brand. And the good news is when you learn how to do this, I mean, we're going to teach you, if you want to take it further, how to create your own digital product, how to create your own community, all these things. Because if you Google trends, digital products is blowing up right now and will continue to blow up over probably the next 5 to 10, 20 years, because technology is moving at the speed of lightning. We have AI coming in. We're going to teach you about ChatGPT as well, depending on which program that you purchase. So again, just come all in, because when you come all in with a legacy builder program, then you can resell all the other ones. You have resale rights, and then you can earn that 900, 600, 300, 100. If you only come in with the launch pad, which is 100, that's all the sales that you can make, and you only sell that product because that's the only resale that you have. So take a chance on yourself. Come all in with the legacy builder program, because you're going to get everything you need. Let me see what else I can tell you that it comes with. So it's going to take you all the way through from step 1 to step Z or 100 to set up your system. We have a 7-day plan to profit. So we want you to get into profit as soon as possible, because no one likes to, wait 6 months for profit. But if you need to take it slow, that's okay, because this is your business, right? So you get to run it how you want to. But me personally, I really want to commit, for the next 6 months of this year to run pretty hard so I can get a nice jump start. So, but if that's not you, that's okay. You can run a little bit slower. We encourage you to set your own goals, and we work backwards of what that looks like, of how, just say your goal is to make 1 sale a month. Then we will coach you. The community will coach you, and the system will coach you of how to know what you need to do every day. Okay. Awesome. I got some people joining us live. Yay. Yay, yay. I love it when I have some people here. So comment where you're from. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Why is time freedom important to you? Teresa shared that. So everything you need is in the program. You're going to have an automated sales process, pre-built automated system. We're going to help you connect your payment system, all that. But guys, really, it's not about the details. Okay. But every day you're going to have a roadmap, and we're getting ready to start a new 90-day challenge, which is super exciting. So July 9th, a brand new 90-day challenge where you're going to get daily videos of what to do, daily inspiration, those live interactive mentoring sessions. You're going to have everything you need. And in 90 days, how would your life change if you could, now income disclaimer, it's totally up to you what happens with this, but what if you could earn 10,000, 20,000, 30,000? There are we have a whole section of wins. People are doing that in South Africa. People are doing it in the United States, doing it everywhere. So how would that change your life? What bill could you pay off? What vacation could you take? A lot of people are like, I want to pay off my mom's house. She struggled. She's been a single mom. I want to donate more to my church, whatever it is. How would that change your life? So if you get started with us by July 7th, because we're doing things a little bit different in this challenge. So if you get started with us by July 7th, by jumping in the legacy program or the digital mastery, whichever one fits your idea of a good investment in yourself, jump in with that program. You'll learn all about them by going over to my website, gobigwithleanne.com, put in your email address. You'll get all the information you need, or just drop in the comments info, and I'll get more info over to you guys. Or I'm ready, time freedom, talk to me and I'll get more information over to you. So if you decide to take that chance on yourself by July 7th, you're going to be entered into a drawing where you're going to get a special group training for the 10 people are going to be mentored by Michelle. So 10 lucky people who jump in by July 7th are going to be mentored. Also, you're going to get a $100 Amazon gift card and suggestions of what equipment you would need to get started. Like, but you don't have to spend it on that. You can spend it on yourself if you want. But, if you need a little bit of lighting for your room, or if you need a stand for your phone, or whatever you need to maybe make your business a little bit easier on yourself. But like I said, or you can just have fun with it and, buy your husband a gift or buy your kid a gift. So that is fantastic. And each week, every day, you're going to know exactly what to do. You're going to have that inspiration, because what I have found in life in general, I've been a health coach for many, many years. And I think a lot is the same when it comes to working on your health or working on creating freedom for yourself with a digital product, because you got to have a product that's in demand, and ours is definitely in demand. And you get 100% commission versus, everything else I did in the past was like 20 or 25%. So I had to sell a whole lot of stuff and bug a whole lot of people to make commission. Yes. Happy birthday to America. Woo, we are second to none. I agree. I was in the military for 21 years. So yes, I'm very proud of the American flag. Yes. Yes. Amen. Okay. Now, yeah, sorry, I get distracted because I love seeing, patriotic comments like that in the American flag. Yes. Yes. All right. So stinking thinking gets in our way. I see it every day as a health coach. I see it every day as a mentor in, creating a dream life on, going online, having an online business. Happens to me. Like after I purchased the program, I'm like, it went overdrive. When we take a chance on ourselves, our brain goes into overdrive. Total overdrive. It's like, how's this going to be any different than last time? You're not worth it. You don't deserve this. What are people going to think of you? I don't know what your thoughts are, but I got a little kind of flip-de-doo going on today. But I think we all have those kind of thinkings. Oh, you're going in the Army in the next few months to be a black. Oh, wow. That is exciting. Thank you. Thank you for your commitment to our country. I was in the Kansas Air Guard, so I had kind of a cushy assignment, but I loved every minute. I joined when I was 17, so I spent my 18th birthday in basic training. That wasn't too much fun, but we gotta repattern our brains for success. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but we have lots of thoughts throughout the day. And what percentage of them do you guys think are positive, dream, freedom oriented? If you had to take a guess, what percentage of our thoughts actually take us closer to our goals and living life on purpose? Anybody have a guess of what percentage? I think they say we think about like 60,000 thoughts a day. So just think about your day yesterday. Were your thoughts more positive or more negative? I have a positive thought right now. All right. I love it. It's good to be in positive mode. But even if we're in positive mode, would you guys agree that throughout the day, those negative tapes start playing? They start playing and whatever it is. So those are going to pop up when you make a decision to take a chance on yourself, like I said, in health or business or whatever it is, it's normal. I have pure negative thoughts. Yeah, let's change that. Let's change that. And how do we change that? Any ideas? We surround ourselves with positive, success oriented people. And if you don't have that in your own life, which a lot of people don't, then that's why joining a community like this will totally change your life in that aspect. 27,000 people. Yeah, oh, wow. I love hating. Well, I don't love hating. I love loving. So you're going to have that environment that's going to be supportive to start retraining the brain. Okay. Because you can read the wins. You can show up to the live mentoring. We're going to help you eliminate that stinking thinking, because the stinking thinking is what creates the roadblocks to that roadmap. Okay. The biggest roadblock we'll ever have is not, because we can learn tech. We have ChatGPT, we have Google, we have a system that walks you step by step. But if you're not willing to work on your stinking thinking, then you're going to have lots of roadblocks in here. So when they come up in my mind, I just go right into, you're not welcome here today. I've got goals and things that I want to accomplish. I have goals and things that I want to accomplish. So I'm going to reframe that. And I may not be there yet, but I am on my way. So we have to kind of do that tough love with ourselves and reframe when those negative thoughts come up, because it is normal and natural. The brain is wired for comfort. My degree is in psychology, so I love human behavior. I love trying to understand why we get so stuck. It's mostly because our thoughts and patterns are developed by the age of 7. It could have been something very random that your parents or a teacher said to you, or the environment that you came from, but we're all adults now, right? We're all adults here. So we can start working on those things and flipping those thoughts to thoughts that are going to create success. Okay. Which means you have to be pretty disciplined. When it pops up, you're going to knock it out and say, hey, you're not welcome here. I'm going to do something different today. So we got to get rid of that stinking thinking. That is the biggest roadblock to your map to success. So if you're willing to commit to yourself, and then it goes back to, we have to, and I know I talked about this yesterday, you have to have a why that makes you cry. Why do you want to commit 2 hours a day to creating freedom for yourself? Why? It can't just, it has to be something that tugs at your heart. Or it won't matter. Your stinking thinking will overrule your efforts. So having a powerful why, knowing why you're going to jump in and join me on with the Legacy Builder program, or one of the lower ones, but I just highly encourage you to jump in at the Legacy Value, because you're going to get everything and extras. I mean, you're going to know how to set up your TikTok. If you don't have, I started from ground zero on TikTok. I haven't used my YouTube account in a long time. So I pretty much started from ground zero. So if I can do it, you can do it. There's people in their 70s and 80s that have jumped into the Legacy Builder program and having tons of success. So if you want to be one of those success stories, today's your day. Head over to gobigwithleanne.com, jump in there. There's links to purchase right away. Get your freedom machine going for you. Start building that email list. Start creating that life that you so desire, so you can live out your purpose. So anybody have any questions for me, thoughts about, thank you. You love my positivity. I know I'm that annoying person that most days are smiling. And 17 years ago, I had to make a big decision in my life. When my son got sick, he was very, very, very sick. And I knew that if I didn't make a decision for myself on that day, I would be down at the bottom of a well with severe depression and probably not be able to function in life. So that day I made a decision that I was going to focus on gratitude. I'm sharing this story with you because I just hopefully that if you're in a spot where life just feels a bit overwhelming, maybe you're caring for your parents, or you're a caretaker, which is a very difficult job, but I chose gratitude. So I'm not saying I was being Pollyanna about the situation or anything, but I made a decision that I knew I needed to do something for myself. So I was being a little selfish, but I made a commitment to send a note or a card, handwritten note or card, to someone every single day for an entire year. So for 365 days, I wrote out a thank you note or how someone's impacted my life, and sent it off. And, once I sent it off, I kind of even forgot who I sent it to, but I would run into people and they're like, Leanne, that note showed up in my mailbox on the very perfect day. I was just hopeless. And then I had a note of encouragement from you. So I started off in selfish reasons, but it impacted so many people, and it kept me putting one foot in front of the other. Such a simple act of expressing gratitude. And who gets stuff in their mailbox anymore besides bills? So a physical handwritten note, sometimes it was on my coworker's desk, just a note. But I say gratitude saved my life. I truly believe that gratitude saved my life, and I've been able to implement that and continue being that person that hopefully gives that hope. And so this project really for me is another way to pay it forward, because I don't want you guys to, again, show up next 4th of July, have regrets that you're kind of in Groundhog Day. You're in the same position that you were a year ago, 6 months ago, 30 days ago. I want you to have the opportunity to have that roadmap to time freedom, have that opportunity to change generations, to show your kids, your grandkids, your family what you're capable of. Because most of us are only using a small piece of what we are capable of. And I want you to go big. My tagline is go big. We're going to go big. And that's going big from the heart, not from the head. We're going to go big from the heart. So if you go big from the head, you're going to get a big ego and it's not going to last very long. It's going to be very temporary. I don't want you guys to have temporary success. I want you to have long-term lifestyle success. I want to pay it forward in this project, just like I paid it forward in my gratitude project. And, that was just me doing what I was called to do. That's what it came to me and I did it and I followed through for an entire year. So this is just another way, this is my current way in 2024 of how I'm choosing to impact lives. So hopefully today, I know I didn't give you a lot of information about the products because again, we have information overload. You can go over to my website, put your email address in, you're going to get all the information you need. But what I hope that I did today was gave you a little bit of hope and inspiration that your life can be different, that you can create that roadmap to time freedom. And like I said in the beginning, when you're still in that kind of stuck mode, you're going to have to make some sacrifices. You're going to have to do this on top of maybe what you're already doing, which is going to feel a little daunting. Okay. But what if you committed to that daunting project and it really isn't, because we're giving you the roadmap. So that makes it way easier. You're not having to decide every day what you're going to do for that 2 hours. Most of us need to be told what to do. We need that structure. So that structure is important. So you're going to follow the plan step by step by step. How do we eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Okay. And some of us eat a little quicker than the others, but it's all here for you. So whether it takes you a year or 6 months or 6 days to be in the profit mode and start that roadmap to time freedom, that roadmap to the lifestyle that you so desire, wouldn't it be great? I mean, because most of us have given 30, 40, 50, 60 years to the corporate world. So don't you think you deserve to gift yourself 90 days, 6 months, a year, and have a 6-figure, 7-figure income? We have a lot of 6-figure income earners in our community. And they are all, you guys, when you jump into the community, the mentorship that you're going to get, the things that we have coming up in July, the guest speakers that we're going to have, top-notch, high sought after people are going to be in our program for you to get the training from. Yeah. How awesome is that for your one-time fee of whichever, the Legacy Builder 900, Digital Mastery 600, and 300 and 100. There's never any other cost beyond that. In that, you get all the mentorship, access to amazing people that if you were to go see them live speak, it may cost you $1,000. I don't know. Laura St. John. She is a great, I'm not sure what day she's going to speak to us in July, but I know she's coming up. Lots of really impactful people that could change the direction of your life. So what if you took a chance on yourself today? And let's just be honest. Seriously, what do you guys have to lose? If you at least just check it out, right? Check it out. Go over to my website, gobigwithleanne.com, put your email address in, get the information, gather it, join some of the live webinars so you can, if you have any questions. Do you have anything to lose? I'm just asking, does anybody think you have anything to lose by taking a chance on yourself today to learn more, to jump in with a community that has created $12 million over the last 90 days? And I have a feeling that we'll probably, I don't know what we'll do. I bet we double it because we've got great momentum. We have a great community. We have a great system in our hands to be able to do that. So, all right. So I hope you guys all have an amazing 4th of July. And if you guys have any questions, pop them in the comments real quick. But otherwise, I'm going to let you go. I think I'm going to have maybe another cup of coffee today and then finish out my 2 hour workday and get things going. But I really do appreciate you guys joining me live. And if you're watching the replay, drop replay in there so I can know that who you are and that you joined me. If you want to put in where you're from, that'd be great. Because I mean, I'd like to touch every state in the United States and then beyond. I want to pay it forward. I want you to have that hope. I want you to have that system in your back pocket that you know that you'll never be in a position like I was in 2021 where I got invited to leave my job because I didn't want to follow what they wanted me to follow. And then at 55, I was in a position that I didn't have a job. Now, if I'm ever in that position again, I am not going to be freaked out because I have a system of how to create that passive income, that residual income, recurring income, all those things. I have the roadmap to success. I am going to use my discipline muscle and I will be successful. And I want to take a whole lot of people with me so we can have fun together. All right. So happy 4th of July. Be careful, be smart, be safe, and head over to my website, gobigwithleanne.com, and take a chance on yourself. All right, I'm going to end Facebook and YouTube. So thanks for joining me. Have a great day.